Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. We got a little distracted to the side there. In the last part, we defeated Susano, Lord of the Revel. And now let's actually finish that quest. I think we're safe. I don't see any collision following us. Wait here, I'm going back for Alize. She stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. And that was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. So I've got to go back. If we lose her, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right. I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You didn't start by finding me a talons and bandages. Brrr. Alize! What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was gonna distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? For the love of... This is stupid! You're embarrassing yourself and me! Shut up and let me have this! Right, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. Alright. Let's... Hey, we're actually in Isari now. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy dropped them off? Tie goes in. Imperials go out. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. Something won't heal. You should go after Elise. Alright. Speak with all the Confederates and find villagers who need aid. Looks like up here. Let's make a little trip. Oh, industrious pirate. Hello. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Dolmen Catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in a tavern. Okay. That's cool. Oh, clustered fisher? Let's aid you. What? Oh, you're on Imperial. Is it over? God be praised. I was certain she'd have us all killed and burn Isari to the ground. Or kill us after making us watch or barricade us in their homes before putting them to the torch. Wow, oh, it's been good in here. Alright. Stupefied. Let's see here. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and could not regain my feet. Thought for sure that we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Yay! It's all happy, happy, joy, joy. Back already? What have you learned? At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together.
my Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Isari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Nor you. Our fates are intertwined now. If you fall, so do we.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyu did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your Shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
Isn't the whole point being that I'm not supposed to die so you all don't die and... Yeah. That's what I thought the whole point was here. But, maybe I'm wrong. Unexplained. Look at all the quests! Breathe, Rennie. Okay. It's fine. It's fine! We can do this. Alright, so one of these is a important quest. Let me check my ether cards here, actually. I am missing one in the field, and I think I know where it is. So yeah, no. I want to ignore that quest for now. That quest is the Kojin Beast Tribe quest starter, I believe. I'm remembering my quest names right. Sink or swim. You know how to swim? If you do, I need your help. You still love the feeling of going through the waters more than anything. It's until one day I pushed my luck and went too far from shore. I nearly drowned, and since then I've been too scared to even dip my toes into the sea. There is nothing more shameful than being the son of a fisherman and terrified of water. This way must train in secret. No one, absolutely no one can find out about this, especially Father. You saw a small boat over there? I want to attempt to swim to it, but I'm afraid I cannot do it alone. Please, might you lead the way and beckon me into the water? There is a small boat? What? Just beckon. Oh, too far away? What? I'm going to slowly start moving forward and into the water. Should I become too bad for the move, I need for you to cheer me on. That I might overcome my fear. Alright, now I have to go find them. Hello. You seem to be in the deep water and aren't drowning. Thank you. My heart no longer feels as if it's pounding out of my chest. I think I can push myself a bit further. I may need your prayers, however, to guide me along and keep me safe. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Oh my gosh. There's gonna be another one. There's... okay. Pray. Oh, thank you. I was gripped by an irrational fear, but your prayers have melted away. Thank goodness. I'm gonna try swimming the rest of the way to the boat. I hope you will be there, waiting to congratulate me when I do. Alright. Let's go congratulate him, because he has NPC hacks and I don't. Congratulate. I made it! I can scarce believe it! Oh, thank you so much, miss. Your encouragement is what kept me afloat and allowed me to come this far. Say there, boy, you are quite the swimmer. You seem to be right at home in the sea. You really think so? I've long dreamed of becoming a great fisherman like my father, and your words have filled my heart with hope. Well, if you are serious about pursuing your dream, I suggest you take care of yourself. After all, a fisherman in poor health at sea is like a floundering fish on land. Take me, for example. My back pain flared up earlier and caused me to drop my tackle box into the water. I could dive beneath the waves and make it to the ocean floor. I would gladly retrieve this man's possessions for him. Sadly, it's far beyond my ability. I think you can do it, however. Perhaps you can show him with a wordless, leave it to me. Oh, so you think yourself an adept diver to brave the depths of the sea? Miss, you know how to dive? You think you can make it to the seabed and fetch this man's things? If you are truly capable and willing, I will not refuse the favor. Just be careful. The waters can be dark and treacherous place. Alright. More importantly, I can do this. There it is. Where is that boat? Unless you can't see it from below. Oh, perfect, you can't see it from below. That makes sense. How far off am I? A little bit. Were you able to find my tackle box? Yes, I was. I must say I'm impressed. You have saved me a great deal of hassle. My boy, with a fine mentor like this lady here, you are sure to become a master of the seas someday. Now, two of you must be starting to feel a bit bitter bite of the waters right about now. You best return to the shore quickly before you succumb to the cold. Yes, I'm going to attempt to swim back on my own. I'll see you back at the coast near the large boulder where we first met. I'm actually gonna... Really? Let's dive and get my mount movement speed here. for a little while. Where are we going? Right about here. Ah! I'm facing the wrong way. Okay. Hello, anxious boy again. There you are, on my way back. I tried imitating the way you swam and found that I was able to effortlessly glide through the waters. It's a liberating experience. I don't think there was anyone in the world that could swim better than my father, but you are far, far superior. Thank you, man. Because of you, I have overcome my fear and I'm one step closer to realizing my dream, becoming the village's best fisherman. Yay! Let's set the compass actually. 221 northeast. I'm actually real quick. Hello there. Going to ignore the quest and I was looking west. Oops. Pick up this ether current real quick. Maybe. Send me I can find it. What the heck? 60 north. Oh. Shoot, it's up there. Okay, okay, okay. I see your point, game. I see your point that I need to go up here first. Avoid the not so friendly friends, and I believe I can fly. Oh, finally. Oh. I did not know that. So that quest there is actually the quest to unlock Heaven on High, aka Giant Tower going into the heavens. So this is Stormblood's version of Palace of the Dead, but apparently you have to clear floor 50 of Palace of the Dead to unlock, be able to start this quest. Okay. I had previously cleared it before getting here, so I didn't know that actually. That was a requirement. Plunder on high. Regardless of what it takes, I must find a way to lay my hands on. Aha! You! Yes, you, my friend. There is no mistaking that daring glint in your eye. You must be an adventurer. Might you agree to lend this fellow a hand? You see, the wildfowl that settle in this area at around this time are like to collect shiny objects for their nest. While most would consider what they gather to be rubbish, there are some who see it as incredibly valuable. Treasure, even. As can be expected of birds, wildfowl tend to build their nests upon plateaus or other extremely high and hard-to-reach places. Added to that, there should there happen to be eggs in the nest you're looking through, you risk raising the eye of the mother bird. Ugh. For a woman of your caliber, however, neither of those things should pose any challenge. Please search the nest and bring me back some other treasure. About 3 sparkly trinkets should be nice. Okay. Thrice cursed. Now, Tether. Those firm arms and lean shoulders look to be as strong as 10 Isari men. Thank the kami for sending you to us. There is a young man who needs your help. One of our fishermen, Nayoshi, has been cornered by a fiendish beast. Well, we desperately want to rush to his aid. I fear not even the combined strength of our village would be enough to repel it. Please, you must save him. I'm afraid you might be the only one that can. What? Up here real quick. And look out. Oh, come on. I wasn't actually at the vista. Alright. At the mercy of monsters. I am one of those, what are they called again? Adventurers? Yes, I can see in your eyes. You're used to battle. In fact, I think a part of you even thrives for it. on it for it, something. All of us on this island are, in contrast, but humble fishermen. We know not how to fight. This is problematic, as lately we've been plagued by terrible monsters which come to devour the fish from our nets and threaten our very livelihood. In fact, just the other day, they completely destroyed our fishing grounds near Onokoro. I fear that should this continue, our village will no longer be able to sustain itself. Thus, I turn to you for aid. While you smash them for us, you will of course be compensated for your services. The beasts are to the north of here. Please see that they are slain. I see a thing up there. Blessings of the Sea. Huh? Ah, well, if it's an adventurer, how would you like to go on a treasure hunt? The item I would have you search for can only be found on remote islands. Most sane men would avoid such places, as they are often overrun with all manner of terrible beasts. But you look like you would relish the challenge. I would have you go to the Isles of Beko. The only individuals that dare set foot upon its soils are the occasional Kojin of the Blue who enter and exit the neighboring seas. There you will be able to find something known as blessing stones. They are round, white, and just a bit warm to touch. Bring one back for me, will you? Oh gosh. Really? Really? In health and in sickness. An adventurer, God may be praised. I need you to do something for me. You see, my husband is taken ill and is currently bedridden. Once he returns to work soon, we will be in dire straits. To see his recovery along, I am thinking to make him a hearty stew and need your help gathering some of the necessary ingredients. Please bring me a handful of thin shrooms that grow to the north of here. 3 slabs of island gathered meat and some crimson seagrass from the Isle of Zeki. Oh my gosh. A dream to remember. When will I see you again, my sweet? You were not supposed to hear that. No. Now that you have, mayhap you could assist me in my quest to find the woman who has so captured my heart. Every night, as the moon reaches its zenith, the winds carry the mellifluous sound of a woman singing. The other evening, I tried to learn where it was coming from and came across a beautiful woman with long black hair. As soon as I made to approach her, however, she took to the waters and disappeared in the direction of Onokara. My father insists it was simply a dream, but I know better. This lovely lady, she is a pirate. I'm sure of it. Village elders have recently arranged for me to be wed, but before I go through with this marriage, I need to speak to her, even if it's just once. Please, might you help me find her? Fine. Alright, so... go ahead and save Yoshi here. Terrible beast that has attacked him. You saved my life. Thank you. Having been born and raised in this quaint village, I always knew I would be laid to rest here. Just never did I realize that time might come so soon. May I have your name? Mistress Ariana, truly from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Even among the numerous beasts I've reeled in from the sea, that one was particularly terrifying. I wish I knew what about me continues to attract these fiendish creatures. If only I could learn the answer and find a way to get half as many fish to bite. Either way, I would like to properly thank you. Please, if you would accompany me back to the village, then I might give you a gift for your troubles. So, more importantly, we can just fly up here. So we need, what, 3 of these? Yeah. More right over there. And they're kind of all over, aren't they? Feels weird actually getting experience. Yeah. Alright, so we got a destination here. game had to realize I was not on my mount there for a second, so it took me a second to actually get to being able to fight again. Okay, so that's that destination. Right up here. Now look, a rock wall. I wonder what could be back behind there. Should be Ventrums around here. Okay, and that's 3. Guess I will actually swing over here real quick. Snake around, I guess. Oh gosh. Literally. I guess when I fly over that, I should change jobs. Hi, Daniel. So somewhere... Oh goodness. Onyx-haired maiden. Me? A singer? I'm not the little toy boys. I was all the drinking. I sure as hell can't sing. Sometimes it will hunt myself as a road to see. Sadly, that's the extent of my singing abilities. To learn the answer to that, I suggest you speak with our watchman up above. He is in charge of surveying Isari at night. Okay. I know of her. Seen her several times in fact. You'll have no luck finding her though. The girl you speak of, she's from Suino Sato. It's a village that lies at the bottom of the sea. No one can tell you where it is or how to get there. Even if they could, you would likely drown trying to swim there. Oh, really? Is that so? I would like to counter that by, in fact, flying there! So yeah, you can simply shove your camera into the water and you'll go in with your mount. So much nicer. Oh, come on. Thank you. Also the fact that I can now just enter here and oh look, I am still... Oh, I'm on the ground. Now I'm still flying! No, I'm not. I am not still flying. That black-haired maiden. You come here on behalf of a young man searching for the woman who sings in the moonlight? If I'd known anyone was watching, I would have quit long ago. From now on, I shall be avoiding that area. Please, tell your friend to forget about me. He and I come from 2 different worlds. It would never work. Let him know he shan't ever be seeing me again. Well, I guess he is getting married, right? Let's say there should be a portal out above me. Alright, here's the blessing stone. I also found the B rank. Or a B rank, anyway. Alright, oh goodness me. Let's do this. And go snag this little bit of the map I'm missing. Alright. Map complete. And on the flight we go. Alright, somewhere right in here. Got some crimson seagrass. That's one. Oh good. There are spread around this area. aren't they? Of course they are. There's 2. And I'm actually gonna make a quick roundabout down here, because down here is actually... Oh, hey! It's Funayure! So that's the other A rank. I don't think I've actually seen it. But yeah, so there's Funayure. That is, an A rank. Luckily, I can just fly right over it, and it won't care about me. Yay! Now, up here, in this evil area. Doesn't look like... Oh! There's Goppy Stormblood. There is a hunt here. It's just a B rank. Why couldn't that have been here before? Jeez. Can have nice things, I guess. No, I guess this is where my other isolates are. Hello. Waves this time? Yes. Yes, we are. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with it, I suppose. Alright, so let's go back around. I'm sorry, everyone. Truly, I am. Ah, Mistress Arya, thank you for coming all this way. Fortunately, I will not be able to get your gift to you just yet. It seems some of my fellow fishermen wish to have a word with me. What the 7th house is wrong with you, Nayoshi? Do you not realize the peril you put us in every time you go fishing? The past time you hang up your rod, we will have no more of this. Please, anything but that. How am I to eat if I cannot fish? Villagers' needs come first. We will never know peace so long as you are out in the waters reeling in beast after ferocious beast. They are so shaken, they will not listen to reason. Perhaps if you were to soothe them, they will become more receptive. Please, start with Karuri. She is a good friend. I'm so surprised it didn't highlight the emote I used there. It usually does. You kill the beast from the Yoshi fish from the sea? Then we are safe! For now. Listen up. Everyone listen up. This kind lady has slain the monster. Neither we nor the village are in danger any longer. I shall have a stern word with Nayoshi while the rest of you go back to work. Or have you all already fulfilled your quotas for the day? Well, no. We cannot keep letting him off the hook like this. Your friendship is something I'll never understand. How is it that the village's best diver is friends with the village's worst fisherman? We were born the same year and he lived with a stone's throw away from me. It's only natural, but that is not important. It is time you all return back to work. Fine, but for everyone's sake, you would better find a way to convince him to quit fishing. Mr. Zariana, thank you for that. Seems I am, once again, in your debt. I too owe you my thanks, madam. I must also apologize for the trouble Nayoshi has caused you. As for you, how many times have I asked, pleaded with you even, to quit fishing? Everyone's fed up with your antics. If I was not your friend, you would be in a great deal of trouble right now. Every time you promise it will not happen again, it will not happen again, but it does. You keep fishing monsters from the sea, each one more dangerous than the last. This cannot continue. We're a poor village. You must find a different job. A way to make yourself useful. Kabruri, that's not as easy as you make it sound. We're a village of fishermen. How am I to show my face in public if I do not bring home fish, however minuscule the amount? You are far too stubborn for your own or anyone else's good. Fine, you shall be granted one final chance. Next time we go fishing, you must catch at least half the number of fish I do. Anything less, and you are to give up fishing for good. She can't be serious, can she? Even on my best days, I barely catch enough fish to feed myself. Either way, everyone's stares are starting to make me feel uncomfortable. Please, join me behind those large boulders, Yonder. I still like to give you something. Oh, down there? Fine, I'm finishing up here first. So the maiden with black hair, she was in Suino Sato? She is right. Our worlds, our differences, they are irreconcilable. Perhaps my father was right. Maybe I was chasing a dream after all. See, one of my ancestors was once asked to save an injured Kojin by a girl from Suino Sato. Speaking hard. In return for his help, they took him under the water to voyage its depths. He never returned. No doubt he was devoured by some gruesome sea monster. As such, it is probably for the best that things ended this way. I think I'm gonna stay here for a bit. Seas are beautiful this morning, and I want to continue dreaming for just a while longer. Ah, welcome back. Where we'll find everything else for? Yeah. Fantastic! Now all that is left for me to do is dump these into a pot and allow for the ingredients to stew. Well, the fish we catch here are excellent. Eating the same thing day in and day out is not exactly healthy. A well-balanced diet must include meat and a variety of veggies. Thank you, madam. Hopefully the food you got will have my husband back to full strength in no time. And next to no time. Ah, might you return me now? Should I be receiving my blessing stone? Yeah. It's so large, warm, and smooth. This would make the perfect pillow. Not that that is how I would ever put it to use, mind you. Sea blessing stones are, well, these gifts left behind by seabirds. You can only find them in remote areas because they are shy creatures that prefer to settle far away from people. What do I mean by gift, you ask? That's what we call a pile bird shite, of course. I hope you use gloves. We currently lack fertilizer. Once this is in the ground, once this is ground into a fine powder, we shall have enough to cover all our fields. Not only do these stones bring us a bounty of crops, but during the seasons our hauls of fish are meager. We make a living by selling these in the Mai. Hence their name, Blessing Stones. They are one of the many gifts the sea has bestowed upon us. Anirud, here you are. Thank you for your help. Oh, there was one more quest. Adventurer, you have returned. Those flecks of blood upon you. It appears we need not worry about the monsters anymore. Thank you. In the time before the Empire occupied Zelma, our men were as adept at wielding swords as they were rods. They would gather together in the village and head out to slaughter whoever or whatever disturbed us. Now, however, such action would be considered an attempt at rebellion. We were extremely fortunate to have you visit us when you did. Please, come back to our island anytime. We'll be sure to give you a warm welcome when you do. Oh, yeah. There you are. Ah, you came here. This is for you. Mistress Ariana, there is no way I can quit fishing. I must somehow become good enough to convince Karuri and the others to allow me to keep my rod. This will require a lot of practice, which means I might end up pulling in even more monsters from the sea. Thus, I ask you, please, madam, might you accompany me on my training sessions? I know it's a bold favor to request of someone who has saved me, and not once but twice now. However, I see no other way. You are the only one that can keep these monsters at bay. Truly, you are my last hope. A glimmer of hope. So you help me? Truly? Thank you, Mistress Ariana. Please follow me north. We can train there, away from everyone, if, nay, when I should fish a monster from the seas. I ask that you step in and dispatch of it immediately. when you do. Oh gosh, you meant. Hello! I'm here to save you again. And again, and again, and again. Perhaps this was not the best place to begin my training. Let's move to the southern coast and try again. This time I shall wait for you to arrive before I begin. Are we going down there? I'm gonna swing up and do this other quest here real quick. Should be right here. And nothing but hornbill eggs. Oh, hello. Hello, mad mommy. Alright. Let's try this nest. Can't all have piss mommies, right? Found treasure! Yay! If I examine this again, do I just spawn another mommy? I do. Those are different nests. I don't know. Alright, well, you're right. I'll do this. I'm down here in the south. He's actually waiting before fishing. You're here, excellent. Let me pull up my rod and cast my line then. Not again! Why does this continue to happen? Please, Mr. Sarian, kill the beast before it somehow makes its way into the village. Maybe you need to change your bait? Just a thought. Despite the change in location, my performance has scarce improved. What am I to do? Perhaps you could approach Karuri for advice? Karuri is undoubtedly the most talented fisher in the village. Unlike me, however, she dives underwater with a harpoon and spears her fish. The techniques we employ are vastly different. Any advice she may have would be of no use to me. I'm left with no choice but to turn to one of the other fishermen for guidance. There's just one problem. Isari is a small, unpretentious village, where your reputation hinges solely on your ability to fish. Those with no aptitude for it are often scorned. Even if I were to appeal to them for help, I would simply be ignored. You, however, have won their respect by defeating the monster that earlier threatened to devour me and destroy the village. Ask them to teach you their fishing techniques. They'll be more than happy to oblige. We'll go with you when you question them and listen intently by your side to what they have to say. Let's loop back around. Should be right around here. Endless God. We find a treasure! Alright, let's go to Onokoro. top of this little hill, I guess? Yes. Oh, hey, look, there's a sightseeing thing here. Find nothing. Just a lookout. This one, maybe? Try searching somewhere else. Fine. Be that way about it. Alright, found treasure and not one but two pissed off mommies. What? What the heck? Not there. Alright. Back across we go. Alright, Zensetsu, I'm back finally. Simply find a way to acquire this. Ah, you are back! Would you look at that? You brought me wildfowl treasure! Thank you! With this I might finally be able to extract an answer from those miserly blue Kojin. Lately we have faced a sudden surge of beasts in this region. Blech. Hair in my mouth. This has scared our fish away. And as people of the sea, the Kojin are the only ones who know where they might have migrated to. While generally an amicable people, they are merchants to the core and will take any opportunity they can to earn a bit of extra coin. Thankfully, they never ask for too much. This to us may be junk, but to them they are priceless treasures. Alright. Hello. I remember you. You were the adventurer that I sent to save Naoshi. Your heroic actions are the talk of the town. During your stay here, you have uncovered a new passion for fishing, you say? My knowledge of fishing is unsubstantial to teach Mistress Ariana what she wants to know. So I brought her here to you, our veteran fisher. Well, the most important thing is to understand the fish you want to catch. For example, long ago we used rowboats out to sea at night and lit a torch. This would draw schools of silvertails to us, allowing fishermen to haul them back by the boatload. Torches, but none of us here could ever afford the amount of oil it would require to keep them burning. Exactly. That, Naoshi, is part of the reason we remain a destitute village. Life would be far easier had we the means to put the torch fishing into practice again. See, thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Seems we have no oil, however, I think we must look to other methods to assist Mistress Ariana in beginning her fishing journey. Come, let's try asking someone else. Got an agile fisherman? Huh? You're asking me to divulge my greatest fishing secret? Why, pray tell, would I do such a thing? Surely you must recognize this gracious woman. She defeated the tentacle monstrosity upon the shore and is the savior of the village. Indeed, my sincerest apologies. Of course, I would be delighted to share with you my technique. After all, someone must make up for Naoshi's inability to teach you about her craft. So recently, I was only slightly better than your average fisherman. I tried everything to improve, using nets, even pots, and fake bait to improve my performance. After much trial and error, I learned that the fastest way to snag a fish is to use this, a wooden fishing lure. Here, you can have mine. Best of luck, my friend. You did it, Mistress Ariana. You have unraveled the secret of becoming a phenomenal fisher. Please meet me behind the boulders that I might inspect the lures you received. So you're just gonna, like, shout that out right next to him? Cool. Thank the Kami you are here. The moment I arrived, Karuri appeared and began pestering me about my progress. The other wooden fishing line. Ah, look at that. It's shaped like a small fish to trick the bigger fish into thinking it's food. Let's go put it to the test, shall we? Checking is rather odd when I caught wind of Mistress Ariana's sudden interest in fishing, but never did I think you were the one to put her up to this. Yoshi, isn't it about time you admitted defeat? Never! As a man of Isari, I must do whatever it takes to learn to fish. How am I to survive? Besides, weren't you the one who was pushing me to improve my fishing abilities? Simply survival you are worried about. And there are plenty of other options. You could gather seaweed, for example. And again, there is a good chance you would be equally bad at that. Kaburri, if you have simply come to poke fun at me, please leave. I actually came here to give you some advice. When you're fishing, you must shut down all your thoughts and concentrate solely upon seeing, nay, feeling the great expanse of water that stretches out before you. Do it right, and the seas will guide you. By contrast, should you allow your mind to roam aimlessly, so will you arrive. These waters will only amplify the chaos in your heart, and the fish will avoid your line. Seems she takes me for an idiot. Well, I will show her, and everyone else in the village for that matter. I am nothing of the sort. I pray that the answer to my problems lies with this lure. Rock bottom. Karu can mock me all she wants, but now that I have this, there is nothing stopping me from becoming the finest fisherman in all of Isari. Let's make for the waters post-haste. Oh, of course we're back up there. Back and forth and back and forth. And forward and back and forward and back. Oh, you're up here. Why would you be up here? Mr. Ariana, you will never believe what just happened. Don't wait to toast the lure, so I cast the line with it before you arrived, and something huge took the bait. A violent struggle ensued, with it thrashing about wildly, and me trying to hold my ground. Halfway through our silent battle, I was sent sailing to my barrel. Impact made me lose my grip, and my rod flew into the ocean. No doubt it is now somewhere at the bottom of the sea. Karuri is the village's best diver. Normally I would ask her to fetch it for me, but I'm afraid doing so will only further convince her that I should quit fishing. Do you think you could get it for me? I knew I could count on you. Yeah. Should be. Oh. What? No, it's not up here. It's not down here. Oh, there it is. Now I'm gonna turn around. Mrs. Ariana, you are finally returned. Yeah. Thank you so very much. Now then, let's go back to practicing. You best watch closely. I'm about to catch the biggest fish you have ever seen. Wow, quest log. Way to, like, spoil it. Are you ready? Here we go. Curses! It's another beast! Yeah, the quest log kind of gave it away. Don't do that. For sure. Oh, hey, I got her out just in time. Twice I have tried and twice I have failed. This lure was my last hope. Yoshi, it's time you face the truth already. You're incapable of fishing anything but monsters from the sea. Well, thankfully, Mistress Ariana was here to take care of the bombfish. You must hurry and clean this up. The smell of blood will begin attracting all manner of wild beasts. Very well. The corpse of this dastardly creature shall go up in flames, along with all my dreams. And pray tell, how exactly do you intend to burn the body without oil? I'll put it in this broken barrel and set the fire to the wood. But the wood is still damp from the water that was in it. Look, the sparks he struck are fizzling out. I'm gonna go and get dry planks of wood from the village, damn it! I'm so sorry, well, on the way, see if the fiend is crammed into whatever remains of the barrel. You aren't going very far. It's on fire! How is that possible? The planks were barely smoldering. Now the whole thing is engulfed in flames and climbed higher by the second. She had water that was cutting the creature's body. It must have been grease. Bombfish must be composed mostly of lard. Well, whatever the case, our worries are over. The beast has been reduced to a pile of ashes, as have my dreams. Karuri, I should have listened to you from the start. I will not make trouble. I will not trouble you, nor anyone else any longer. I shall announce my fishing and leave the village. Leave the village? But wherever would you go? To the mountains, or somewhere else far away from here. I love the open sea and fishing more than anything. If I remain in Isari, I will constantly be reminded of all that I have lost. Yoshi, this is madness. This is your home. You cannot simply abandon it. Oh dear, is it time already? I must grab my harpoon and return to work. Meet me at the usual spot after I'm finished. And please, for once, try not to do anything brash while I'm away. Passing the torch. This pile of ashes will not be attracting any wild animals anytime soon. Our work here is done. Mrs. Ariana, it's a great honor knowing you. Not only am I still alive and breathing thanks to you, but your accompanying me throughout this journey has allowed me to come to an important realization. I'm not fit to be a fisherman. Well, Karui has requested I meet her after she finishes working. I think it would be best for everyone if I left immediately. But before I go, however, I would like to give you a small gift. Pray meet me by this boulder shortly. I came here as soon as I finished packing my things. Seeing as I do not have much in the way of possessions, it did not take long. Thank you for everything, Mr. Saria. Here is your gift. Hurry! Stoke the fires! Karuri's body is shutting down. We need to warm her and remove the water from her lungs. What? Has something happened to Karuri? The cries that came from that way. Oh no! Here? Karu's nearly drowned. The Terran are right now trying to revive her. This is so terrible. I was there when the accident happened. She was in the waters with me, but the entire time her mind was elsewhere. Could be that I am the one to blame for this. Mayhap my declaration to leave the village caused her to lose focus and nearly to drown. In the ocean, she was in the bad place. Her body temperature continues to drop, but we are doing everything we can. The fire has burned too low to warm her. What are we to do? We must gather valuable items, Mistress Ariane. Do you have any ideas of what we could start with? How about a hooked bombfish? That's a brilliant idea! If we throw the corpse of one of those creatures into the fire, we'll coast the flames of life. Leave it to me. I shall soon return with something to fix this. Just keep Karuri alive until then. Mr. Sariana, I cannot save Karuri without you. While I can fish another Pokemon fish from the sea, I fear I will not be able to defeat it. Please, allow me to borrow your strength once more. Back up we go. Here goes. I hope one of these fat fiends will take the bait and bite. Just don't lose your rod again. Yes! Mr. Ariana, take it from here. Quickly, slay the beast. Alright. We did it! There is, however, precious little time to celebrate. We must carry the monfish back to the hut post-haste. Now everyone's gonna freak out as you bring a monster into town. And it's a corpse. Karu's condition is critical and worsens by the minute. Please, if you have something you could say, hand it to me now. So this is a field you mentioned earlier. Even though this creature's skin is sticky with grease, this should make the fire roar. Praise the Kami! She's awake. Karuri! Should you really be standing? You need a rest. No, I'm fine. Really, Mistress Ariana, Naoshi. I hear I owe my recovery to the two of you. Thank you. To think I was delivered from death by the very rod I condemned. Fate is a funny thing, isn't it? Often I would lecture you on how you must maintain your focus during fishing, but I failed to heed my own advice. Let myself grow distracted by thoughts of you departing and almost died. I'm so sorry, Karuri. The last thing I wanted to do was put you in harm's way. Should have known better than to tell you my plan right before you went diving. Rest assured, however, this will be the last problem I cause you or anyone else in this village. Now that I know you are safe, I will leave Isari. Yoshi, you cannot go. Not just yet. Forgive me, but I would choose to never again see the open waters and live out the rest of my days collecting seaweed. Who says that is what you would have to do? You have a precious gift. There's something you, and you alone, can fish. The hooked bombfish. The oil from these beasts could allow us to take up torch fishing once again. Torch fishing? That would significantly increase our yield, and not a single one of us would need suffer from hunger any longer. Naoshi, do you not see? This is a miracle, a gift from the Kami themselves. But bombfish are extremely dangerous beasts. One small misstep and they could very well destroy our home here. That can easily be prevented. We'll set a trap for them near where you cast your line. Right, everyone? Yes! Yay! So happy! Truly, you would have me continue fishing? I am at a loss for words. Come now, Naoshi, unpack your things and take up your rod. By your hand will our torches be lit tonight. Yes, yes they will. I shall go to the seas and bring back more bombfish and we'll know what to do with. Mistress Ariana, thank you for everything. My darkest hour, you lent me your support. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. Oh, that reminds me, I nearly forgot to give you your gift. Naoshi, I shall see that Mistress Ariana is properly rewarded. You need to get fishing. Thank you, Mistress Ariana. You have helped Naoshi reclaim her life here and maybe even saved us all from poverty. We have already begun preparing torches for the remnants of the bombfish you brought back for me earlier. We will, however, be needing much more if we are to begin torch fishing. No doubt Naoshi will grow very busy in the coming days and months. We'll still meager in comparison to what you have given us, but nevertheless like to present you with this. Once your village begins to flourish, I am sure it will, we shall furnish you with something more befitting. Yay! It's all happy. Excuse me. Up in flames. If it isn't our most vaunted savior, Mistress Ariana, ever since you provided us with a means to revive torch fishing, our yields have increased tenfold. Trade, too, has begun to flourish, and my seafood stall has greatly benefited from it. A new era is upon us, and we are all ready to embrace it with open arms. Well, everyone with the exception of Naoshi, that is. Lately, he's been spending all his free time moping by the large boulders. Please, might you try talking to him and learn what is wrong? Ay. You're not exiled. Hi. Game? Are we lagging? Yes. Yes, we are. Receiving 0. Perfect! And that, my friends, is a disconnection. Well, good to see where I had actually disconnected. Mistress Ariana, I'm glad you came. While all the others are incredibly excited about being able to torch fish again, there's something that's been bothering me. Nobody seems to realize just how dangerous the hooked bombfish are. Every time I reel one in from the seas, it takes the strength of an entire village to bring it down. It's only a matter of time before someone is grievously injured. When fishing with you, I never had to fear for your safety. You know how to handle yourself. Please, do you think you could teach the others some basic techniques to subdue the beast? Thank you. You have put my mind at ease. I shall go and fetch everyone now. Let's meet at the pier shortly. Mrs. Ariana, the lessons must wait. One of the boats that went torch fishing last night has vanished. There were no storms that roughed the sea, so chances of the boat having capsized is slim. We're also veterans, so an accident is equally unlikely. Indeed, this is deeply troubling. I suspect they may have been attacked by the sea monsters or Kojin of the Red. If that is the case, there is little we can do. We are but humble fishermen. We can scarce fight either of them off with our nets and harpoons. Before Yatsuyu rose to power, the Confederacy had an outpost here. When problems like this would arise, we'd often turn to them for help. What does it say we can't still do that? All we need to do is send a boat to Onokuro and beg them for their assistance. I'm afraid it is not nearly so simple. When the Empire came, we simply stood by and watched as they drove them out. Nevertheless, we must try, Mistress Ariana. Would you by any chance happen to know someone in the Confederacy? Yeah, I know someone by the name of Tsukikaze. Master Tsukikaze? The Confederacy's treasurer? He often came to our village to collect the ruby tide. As I recall, he was quite fond of Isari. He would often buy stockfish by the armload to take back. Perhaps he would be sympathetic to our plight. Could you introduce me to this man? I would like to explain our predicament to him and request his assistance. Alright. Nope, not there. Down here. Alright, what what brings you here? And who is this large gawping boy beside you? I'm Naoshi of Isari. I begged Mr. Ariana to bring me here to speak with you. I have come to appeal to you for your help. One of our boats has vanished along with the men who were on it. We have not the resources or the power to look for them, but you do. In fact, you seem to have already found one of them. Indeed, your story matches what this man told us when we fished them out of the waters on the way back from the delivery to the East Aldernon Trading Company. Naoshi, the torches. They were effective, mayhap a little too effective? They attracted large numbers of fish, but not long after they also brought swarms of Rikojin to us. I dove into the sea and was able to escape, but the others were not nearly so fortunate. They were captured and taken to Hell's Lid. So, as you know, our influence over the seas has begun to weaken, and because of this, the Kojin of the Red grow bolder by the day. It was not prudent of your people to go out with torches in the middle of the night. Even so, we cannot very well leave them in the clutches of the enemy. Please, I beg of you, lend us your assistance. It is the Confederacy's duty to see that the seas remain secure. Besides, we cannot deny the pleas of one of Arya's acquaintances. You have our assistance. Thank you. Those are the very words I had hoped to hear. Sir, the reports our comrades on Sakazuki have sent us are anything to go by. Hell's Lid will be teeming with the Kojin of the Red. Rescuing these fishermen is not going to be an easy task. That is why we will be setting up a little diversion for our shellback friends at the Isle of Zeki. The Isle of Zeki? As in the Red Kojin's home? The chief, the only way to get there is to swim. Should be no problem for Mr. Sariana. She is an excellent diver. I can fly. Then it sounds as if we have ourselves a plan. Arya, you shall be in charge of creating a distraction. Oh, good. Suzume, you are to come with me to Hell's Lid. Together we shall take care of the Red Kojin menace and free the prisoners. And Saku, you will remain on the boat nearby to ensure a quick escape. Yes, sir. Oh, and Naoshi, I would have you accompany Suzume and me. Seeing a familiar face should keep your friends from panicking when they see us. Yes, sir. If I am not needed, I shall return to the village and inform everyone of the current situation. Arya, take these firecrackers. Find a visible location to light them up. They are loud and bright and should keep the Kojin busy for a time. Once you have done that, come meet us at Hell's Lid. And we're off on a flight. For flying. Oh yeah, my stuff got erased because I disconnected. And over the Hell's Lid, that was easy enough. There's a thing here. I guess my distraction was not good enough. Only thing I can think of. Or they preempted us. Arya, you could not have come at a better time. We were in the middle of our retreat when Kojin reinforcements arrived. Suzume and Naoshi have evacuated with the fishermen, but I remained behind to fend them off. A decade ago, I could have easily done away with this lot. Time truly is man's greatest enemy. Now then, let's not waste any more time here. To Isari, my friend. Clap, 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 clap. Mistress Ariana, you have returned. The fishermen have all made it back safely to their homes, where they are resting to recover from this terrible ordeal. On behalf of everyone here, I would like to extend to you our sincerest thanks for your help. That reminds me, perhaps it would be for the best if we return to our old methods of fishing. While it's effective, at least we will not have to worry about any more attacks. If I may make a suggestion. The ocean tells me that torch fishing is a practice that has only been recently revived in Isari and that you use spawnfish oil to do it. That is correct. If you were to supply the Confederacy with some of this oil, we would be willing to ensure the safety of your boats at night. Being the rare commodity that it is, I'm sure I can convince Rasha to agree to the trade. Yes, and we might even be able to lend you some men to slay these spawnfish. I heard they have been giving you quite a bit of trouble. Truly, you would do that? I think I speak for all of us when I say we would be honored to accept your offer. We would be fools not to. And it seems we have ourselves in agreement then. I shall be looking forward to working with you. Mistress Ariana, did you hear that? We have an agreement! It seems we won't be needing those fighting lessons from you after all. Arya, once again we owe you our thanks. You continue to bring us opportunities we could never ever dream of. We could only ever dream of having. The future is bright, and it is in no small part thanks to you. Before we part ways, once again, please accept this gift of gratitude from us. I bid you well, my friend. May the wind always be at your back. Hooray! So that wraps up both of those storylines, the one from Onokura and the one from Isari. On that note, I still want to go do those other ones. A silence in 3 parts. You did well, Arya. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew if any could win them over, it would be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It'll be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yangsha and my countrymen await. There's a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination with me. There was a barricade here, but oh look, it's conveniently gone now. So welcome to Yangsha! Meanwhile, in the shores of Othard. Okay, we're leaving Yangsha, I guess.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe. Mayhap nowhere is, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyu, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such caution could not satisfy me half so well as a single domain. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy it, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha. Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I should speak of Yangsha and what came of her, of what lies beyond that great wall of the heart of Doma. And we should be glad to hear it, but is it wise for us to have this conversation here, on the road, out in the open? Once your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yotsuyu to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages in search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist. And then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied with that the memory of the purges would keep people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yaksha. What need for the leash when the dog is broken? The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperials are present, let's proceed with caution. Alright. Let's avoid these tigers. And head over to the west. Namely, I'm trying to get to that dang Aetherite. So yes, you see two Aetherites on the map there, and yes, they do look rather close in terms of the map. You would not be mistaken on that thinking. So, welcome to Namai. I'm going to ignore them for now, and I shall just go on in. Namely, because I want this. Namely. So good news is, we don't have to worry about any A-rank hunts for a little while. That's the good news. Also the good news, I guess, is thank you for watching. The next part, I'll actually go speak with Kosetsu and, you know, properly be sent into the town, but, you know, details. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!